हेलो बच्चों। तो आज ये दूसरी क्लास मेरी माइक्रोबायोलॉजी की शुरू होने वाली है। माइक्रोबायोलॉजी पहले दिन से ही मैंने जो ना इस चीज़ को कोशिश की है। आज मैं कोशिश करूँगा कि थोड़ा डिस्कशन आपको या जो कम्युनिकेशन है वो इंग्लिश में ज़्यादा लूँ, क्योंकि कुछ बच्चों की इस तरह से रिपोर्ट आ रही है कि सर थोड़ा सा जो कम्युनिकेशन है उसे इंग्लिश में कर लीजिए। तो मेरा जो सोर्स है, यू कैन सी द सोर्स इज़ विक्रमादित्य एकेडमी, फ्रॉम विच जहाँ से ये क्लासेस आ रही हैं। सो वी विल स्टार्ट हियर टुडे। और वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है, बायोलॉजी स्पेशल है। इसका जो इम्पोर्टेंस है वो सारे आपके आगे आने वाले जितने भी गुरुकुल के एग्ज़ाम्स हैं, रामकृष्ण मिशन कोई है स्कूल है, या फिर RIMC सैनिक स्कूल, जो भी आपका अभी कमिंग है, या फिर अपनी नॉलेज बढ़ानी है, किसी स्कूल में आपको अभी एडमिशन लेना है अपने नए सेशन में, तो इस क्लास को देखकर अपनी बायोलॉजी से रिलेटेड अपनी नॉलेज को आप स्ट्रॉन्ग कर सकते हैं। तो मैं इसे शुरू कर रहा हूँ। और आज का जो पहला जो मेरा डिस्कशन है दैट विल बी स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम microorganism. It is little bit further, so now we will go discuss and we are going further little bit for that one. So the class which is going on is for especially meant for RIMC June 2022 exam. I am teaching biology, that's why the word biology special is given, and I am Gautam sir before you. तो थैंक यू वेरी मच। सब लोग जुड़ जाइए। जो भी बच्चे जो ना बाद में भी मेरा जो रिकॉर्ड वीडियो देखेंगे वो सब इस चीज़ के लिए विशेष ध्यान रखें कि माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म्स को पढ़कर ज़रूर जाना है आपको। किसी भी एग्ज़ाम में पूरे लाइफ लॉन्ग के लिए मैं बात कर रहा हूँ, लाइफ लॉन्ग के लिए आपको ये जनरल साइंस बहुत अच्छी स्ट्रॉन्ग होनी चाहिए। मैं इसको इस तरह से पढ़ाने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ जैसे आपको जो आपकी सोच है, जो आपकी जो नॉलेज है और साइंस को लेकर जो इस टॉपिक पर जो आपकी अंडरस्टैंडिंग है वो अच्छी हो सकेगी। तो लेट्स स्टार्ट हियर फ्रॉम हियर। ओके, द वर्ड गिवन इज हार्मफुल माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म। माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म्स को हम पहले पढ़ चुके हैं, माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म्स की शुरुआत कर चुके हैं, माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म्स की स्टडी कर चुके हैं, माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म्स के बारे में ये सुन चुके हैं कि इनको क्यों बोला जाता है। तो बहुत सारे बच्चे इस चीज़ को जानते होंगे, और जो नहीं जानते उन्हें बता दूं कि माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म्स, फिर वही मैं थोड़ा सा उसे फ्लैशबैक में जाता हूं कि इस वर्ड का मतलब ही माइक्रो मीन्स स्मॉल, ओके, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिजम्स और एनिमल्स, और भी में से बहुत छोटी चीज़ जिसको हम माइक्रोस्कोप की बदौलत ही देख सकते हैं। वी कैन सी विद द हेल्प ऑफ द माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म दीज क्रीचर्स, और वी में से वेरी स्मॉल क्रीचर्स आर कॉल्ड माइक्रोऑर्गेनिजम्स। और इसकी जो कैटेगरी है वो कल मैं आपको बताना, इससे पहली वाली क्लास में बताना भूल गया था बेटा, तो उसका नाम मैं दोबारा से इसको लिख देता हूँ। और वो अच्छी बात ये होगी कि आपको उसका नाम जो ना जो विटेकर, ये वो नाम है उस साइंटिस्ट का जिसने इसका पूरा क्लासिफिकेशन दिया था बेटा। तो ये क्वेश्चन कभी पूछा जाता है कि विटेकर जो विटेकर है उनका क्लासिफिकेशन किस चीज़ पर डिपेंड है। तो उनका जो था वो इसी की कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स के बेसिस पर था, माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म्स की जो कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स हैं उन्हीं के बेसिस पर था ये। तो मैं इसे शुरू करता हूँ बेटा आगे। Why this is not here? Okay. Microorganisms causing diseases to human beings, animals, plants are known as pathogens. Microorganisms ने अपना एक नया वर्ड ले लिया, अपना एक नया रूप ले लिया। pathogens, disease causing एजेंट। अगर बेटर तरीके से समझें तो उसका मतलब ये हुआ कि पैथोजेंस आर द डिसीज कॉजिंग एजेंट माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म, लेकिन जो सिर्फ हमें बीमारी फैलाते हैं आर दो विच आर रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर इंसिमिनेटिंग और ना फॉर कॉजिंग द डिसीजेज, दे आर कम्स इन दिस कैटेगरी एंड दे, उनका एक नाम अब यहाँ पर बायो में पैथोजेंस हो गया, और इसीलिए इसकी एक ब्रांच भी बाद में एक साइंस की बेटा बन जाती है, उसे पैथोलॉजी कहते हैं। पैथोलॉजी मीन्स डिसीज कॉजिंग माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म्स की को पता लगाना, आपके ब्लड में उनमें सैंपल्स का टेस्ट होता है, उसके बाद जब आप उसको समझते हैं ना, उसको उसका टेस्ट कराते हैं तो आपके लिए पैथोलॉजी लैब जाते हैं, तो उसी से एक वर्ड बना हुआ है यहाँ पे पैथोजेंस। पैथोजन मीन्स microorganisms that causes the disease of in human beings, animals and many other the category of creatures where they are responsible for making infection causes diseases. Okay, now we go we study further or we go further for that one. These pathogens enters, अब ऐसा तो नहीं है कि पैथोजेंस बेसिकली अपने आप में ही जो ना सिर्फ कहीं ना वो इन्फेक्शन फैलाने से पहले वो हमारी बॉडी में एंटर कैसे करते हैं, वो कई तरीके हो सकते हैं उसमें। तो उसी का एक जो सबसे बड़ा तरीका है जिसमें हम 3 तरीके उसके जो ना बेटा समझ सकते हैं वो ये हैं, और दीज आर द 3 1. Number 1, air, water and food. आप सबको पता है, यू ऑल आर वेरी अवेयर बेटा, कि अगर हम अपना जीवन जीते हैं, हम अपनी फिजियोलॉजी करते हैं या हम अपना जीवन सुबह से शुरुआत करते हैं, तो हमें ज़िंदा रहने के लिए, हमें अपने आप को वो करने के लिए एटलीस्ट वी रिक्वायर द एयर टू ब्रीथ, वाटर टू ड्रिंक एंड फूड टू गेट द एनर्जी. वाई वी नीड द फूड? वी नीड फूड टू गेट द एनर्जी. These 3 things are very much necessary to just make us or to propel us, or the whole day is started with, or all the times we are inhaling oxygen, we are drinking water time to time periodically, and we are eating food to take the energy to do the various work throughout the day. तो उन्हीं की ही एक बात जब, लेकिन अब इन्हीं का जो ना इन्हीं का माध्यम, इन्हीं का by using these all 3 mediums, the microorganisms or the pathogens enters in our body and causes the diseases. So these diseases are transmitted, some are transmitted directly, some are transmitted by someone else. That's why these diseases will be also classified into contagious diseases and non-contagious diseases. So on the basis of this, suppose you are nowadays this is the February, first week of the February, so the most of the cold time has been going down, or we may say that this season is just going to change. This is a transition time when this cold season or cold conditions are just little bit going toward the autumn season or the summer season. So that's why most of the student or the most of the persons who are in the home, they get the influenza cold in their home, very common. This influenza cold comes in the category of contagious diseases beta. So now we go further for that. So for taking or to know about the concept of pathogens, very first we must know how these pathogens enters to our body. These enters through our inside our body through the air that we use for the breathing, the water that we drink to make our body more hydrated, or otherwise next one is the food. We eat food of different taste to get the energy of different nutrients. So these 3 things are very much necessary, and by using these 3 ways the pathogens can enter in our body. So now we go further for that one, how this will be possibly to cause the infection in our body. Some of the pathogens are transmitted by direct contact with the infected person or the carrier through the animals. carried through the animals. Basically now we go for the COVID-19. The special, or we may say the extensive, or we may say the whole world is very much suffered from the COVID-19 from last 2 years. That was happened, or that was the pathogen, that's the microorganism pathogen. This virus was transmitted. Someone says that that was originated from the China. चाइना ने इसको फैलाया, पूरी दुनिया को दिया, लेकिन पूरी दुनिया के सामने दिखाना नहीं चाहता, क्योंकि चाइना ने he has set one of the person in the WHO, the head of the WHO at that time, and the person was presided by, or we may say the person has been supported by the China. That's why the whole theory in the world regarding the spread of corona was not completely proved till date, because the person who was the deciding authority that this corona will be spread was spread in whole the world was due to the support of the China. That's why I may say that according to this microbiology, the direct contact of the infected person or the carried through these animals, these animals part has been very much we have seen in the case of the corona. Okay, now we go further for that one, beta. कोविड-19 को तो हम समझ तो लेते हैं, लेकिन कोविड-19 बेसिकली एक बहुत बड़ी एक इंटरनेशनल कॉन्स्पिरेसी है, एक अंतर्राष्ट्रीय साजिश है जिसने पूरी दुनिया में मोस्ट ऑफ द लाइव्स सी है ना ही हैज़ टेकन. और इस डिसीज़ ने अभी तक जो लोग द पर्सन्स हु हैव जस्ट क्रॉस दिस पीरियड ऑफ कोरोना, they definitely been known for that they are from the corona time. That was very tough time for every country, and even for India. India get so many lives happen to be dead in this season. So that is a very bad or the very worst time to be passed by the Indians as well in the whole the world. Now we go for the microbial disease that normally spread from one infected person to a healthy person through air, water, food, physically contact. They are known as communicable diseases, contable diseases, communicable diseases like cholera, common cold, chicken pox, tuberculosis. इसको थोड़ा सा समझ लेते हैं. ये बहुत सारे टीचर्स इसको जो ना उतना ही छोड़ देते हैं कि एक डेफिनेशन, यू जस्ट क्रैम द डेफिनेशन एंड यू विल गेट नो अबाउट व्हाट आर द कम्युनिकेबल डिजीजेस. लेकिन व्हाट द वे this spread of how this what are the things and makes the medium from which comes out from any infected person and reaches to us, to a healthy person, which causes very much what I say, the infection in the other healthy person. Air, water, food and physical contact are very much common things, because this may be possible. Air we have discussed earlier, water we have discussed earlier, food we need because to get the energy we need the food also, and this physical contact in the way that we are just in the same house, and if we are shaking the hands, we are hugging each other, or otherwise we are making some of the household work in where the physical contact is necessary, then this all is very much necessary for to know that these diseases are communicable diseases. Cholera, common cold, chicken pox, tuberculosis, they need some physical contact, they need some the microbial diseases to be infected, they need a vector, or I might say that the medium, these are the some of the medium by which these communicable diseases are happen. So we go for the one by one. We know the cholera, you know that this cholera, when we go further in the class in the next one, then we know that today the cholera disease has been fully eradicated, or we may say the it is check, or probably not too much affecting the persons, because we are having the vaccine for that one, or we are having very medicines which curb the cholera disease today as well. Common cold, very common, as the name is suggest, common cold disease. Influenza, flu. In First World War, what happened a special type of flu has been spread by the persons who were fought in the First World War outside the country. When they just came in the India, they bring a flu that was happened, and so many lives, as far as 1 crore persons has been dead at the time, and this was a simply flu, an influenza type of a disease. So can you understand, or you must understand, that these communicable diseases are very much hurdle, or very much disastrous, or what I say, lives taking a disease, or communicable disease can take so many lives as well. Chicken pox, these you have heard this disease in your vaccination chart. This chicken pox disease, some vaccine has been taken to you, has been administered to you when you were in childhood, so that you can be protected from chicken pox. Now the tuberculosis, as the name suggests, TB. Tuberculosis, the name of this bacteria is, this is the one of the bacterial disease, tuberculosis. Very first, usse na, the most important thing which I want to remind you, that this disease is also known in Hindi somewhat Rajya Chama. Actually what happened, what does it mean? I just make it little bit, I am going to write once again. This is the correct spelling of Rajya Chama. Basically what happened, why this word is being written here. This tuberculosis disease is also known as Rajya Chama earlier, because in ancient time what happened, all the emperors and rajas who were in their kingdom, and they were doing their daily the administration, and when any other the state or any country, they get attack over their kingdom, then what happened, the king get expired immediately, or without any without having good signs of their body. This was happened due to because they are suffered from the TB. I mean to say that the symptoms of TB are very very slow. If you are having the cough, cold, it means it may be after 15 days in your bulgum there may be the Clostridium tetani, these bacteria which I am just reminding you. Clostridium tetani can be developed, and Clostridium tetani for the tetanus as well. So this bacteria of TB can be infected you, and this comes in the category of communicable diseases. So those who wanted to note this one, they can note down. Now we go further for that one. Very first, another one is the vector, or we may say that the pathogen, that is a female Anopheles mosquito, carries the parasite malaria and known as carrier. Now we will make the postmortem of this line, because if you wanted to be the good in the science, then you must know all the terminology of the science as well. You must know what is the parasite. You must know why this female Anopheles, this name is given here. Female Anopheles means the mosquitoes are of two. According that the female of the mosquito can causes only because they are having this carrier, and the name of the carrier is Plasmodium vivax. As the name suggests, this Plasmodium vivax. Just note it down. Plasmodium vivax. This has been asked so many times in IRIMC exam. Even the most of the concept starts from what is the name of the causative or the carrier, or we may say that the things which is necessary, or the causative type of name of that one, that is Plasmodium vivax. So you must know female Anopheles as the name one. female anopheles. Actually, mosquitoes, the male and female mosquitoes are responsible for causing the malaria, but the female part is the female of the mosquito is fully responsible for this one. And another one you must know, that is Aedes. Have you heard the name of this Aedes? Aedes causes the dengue. A-E-D-E-S. Aedes. That is another one of the category of the mosquito which causes the dengue. Dengue. The correct pronunciation is dengue, not dengue. So basically the disease which after 2 months you will see that the showers came, monsoon came, then most of the part or the pets around of you, the so many the discarded coolers, your water bottles, earthen pots, so many tires which has been discarded from by various means anywhere else, they have been put somewhere else, and they forget this one, whenever the rain will come, the water will be stand in that one, and this stagnant water will cause the breeding of mosquitoes. And these mosquitoes, in this mosquito, female mosquito is having the causative parasite, or we may say the causative organism, that is called Plasmodium vivax. What actually happened? Now today I will tell you what actually happened when this malarial parasite has been injected by the female anopheles to our body. So now I am going to make one of the diagram about you. So for this I need the white page as well. Okay, now page is ready. Thank you, sir. What happened actually, I am going to discuss, or I am going to just tell you beta, okay, whenever any causative organism, Plasmodium vivax, how this pen just work. Plasmodium vivax get injected in the body. This is what? This is the sample of a blood. This is the sample of the blood without any entrance of Plasmodium vivax. Whenever we are free from the malaria, our blood looks like that. Okay, and you can see this one. Blood is having only all the RBCs only, which are very good for us. These are the RBCs only. They work like this. You know, this RBC are the good carrier of the oxygen as well. If we are not having the good HB, then the doctor says that please just make it little bit, take some healthy food, iron related food, so that your HB may be good. So the blood is the carrier of so many things. So now we start from here, how the Plasmodium vivax has been now what happened after few days. This stage get little bit more okay, just make it once again. Okay, no problem, this will happen also. Can you help this one? Sure, bache, अब now what happened actually, I am showing the without malarial parasite, the sample of the blood. Now after 2-3 days, after 2 after 2-3 days, what happened? Now you can understand the sample of the blood. I am just making once again these circles. These circles shows that the eggs of the Plasmodium vivax has infected your body, and the same sample of the blood now will show the eggs of this malarial parasite. How this will happen? Now I will make this red one. Actually, these are the blood vessels or RBCs which will remain in the blood, no doubt. But what exactly will happen? After 2-3 days, if the female Anopheles has infected you, then this Plasmodium vivax will make the, okay, by taking this black, I want to show that these are the culprits, these are the vectors of Plasmodium. This Plasmodium reaches to our blood, and this created problem in next 2-3 days. These are the Plasmodium eggs. And now what happened? This incubation will take place. After 2-3 days, you will see, or you have seen earlier, that those persons who suffered from the malaria, they will have the symptoms like very cold, बहुत तेज ठंड लगती है. They wanted to be covered by more and more quilts in their house, or what happened? Otherwise, they will have the very high fever in the same time. So this is the starting of that your malaria parasite has infected you probably. So now you can understand this is the development taken place within 2 and 3 days only. This within 2-3 days, this incubation of this, if the malaria is to be happen. When I was in the schooling, what happened? I was in the residential school, so my nurse ma'am just make in 2-3 months one at a time. What happened? The whole queue have been made by the student, and they have been given one of the tablet. That tablet was the chloroquine, otherwise the tablet which will protect us from the malaria. Now this word malaria, now you can understand how this malaria parasite reaches to our blood, and it gets spreaded and start to the symptoms in our body, where we need it to be curbed, or we need to be cured, and we need to take the medicines as well. Now I want to, when this is to be explained by me, the another word, cinchona tree. You know, beta, this cinchona tree, this is one of the question which has been asked in RIMC 2-3 times, no more than that, because it has been repeated so many times. Early peoples, what they did, they do not have the medication right now. Nowadays they are do their medication for the malaria, but earlier in ancient time, or in today as well, the place where this cinchona tree is possible. So you can take the some of the part, it may be the leaves, and that one you crush them and uses, and or otherwise taken them by eating this one, this malaria can be cured. So question is asked, which plant or which plant was used in the eradicating or to curing the malaria? The name of this, the answer of this question is cinchona tree. Cinchona tree has been used by the ancient persons. They use this tree to prevent the malarial parasite. They cure the malaria with the help of the cinchona tree. So one question may be asked with this part only. So now I am just making you this okay, now we come once again. So now you can understand this Plasmodium vivax, how this happened. 2-3 days their eggs get incubated in our RBCs, and they start the symptoms to be happen in them. So now my last one, and I'm just going to conclude this my today's class by say you that this Aedes mosquito also carries the parasite of the dengue virus. Earlier than the word parasite is to be first, okay, the word parasite is to be the word parasite. It means the causative organism or this carrier like Plasmodium vivax, when they start to settle in the body of host organism, they are called parasite. Have you heard the name of the partial parasite, partial plant parasite? Those who are online or those who will see my this video later, they can answer this one. Then one of the name of the partial plant parasite, the name very simple, is in class 7th question, and so many times it has been asked in Sainik school, RIMC, and so many exams. So you can answer this one. The answer is, if you don't know, then you can chatting, you can write this one. I will answer for that one. So right now I am not telling, I am asking plant parasite, that is called partial parasite. So in this way, this class is going to be concluded right now. And finally, I want to remind this one, this Aedes mosquito causes the dengue. The very much cases of dengue, maybe the fatal, the persons who, what exactly happen in the dengue? The RBC, our blood is made up of three main components: RBC, WBC, and blood platelets. In which blood platelets are, now I'm just going to clear this one so that I can understand, explain you more better. So parasite we have learned, okay. Now the last one is the dengue. Dengue, I am telling this one, these are how this dengue disease is very much fatal, fatal to us. Acha, okay, whenever this asked that word dengue is caused by some of the things, somewhere this word virus is given. So that is correct one. Dengue is caused by virus. Actually what happened, dengue, during the dengue disease, the blood platelets found in our blood, they get fully used up by this causative organism, that is called Aedes. Aedes mosquito finishes, or we may say that it uses all the blood platelets found in our body, which are responsible for the clotting of the blood. If the clotting of blood is not happen, then what actually happen? The person who is at the end stage of dengue disease, he get the blood comes out from this every part, like from the ear also, from nose also. And I have seen that so many 10 years ago in that place in UP, in Agra, what exactly happened? Very deadly disease was happened everywhere. Every hospital was full of the patient of dengue. So one of my relative was also been suffered from that one. So I have seen so live example of the person who get dead by this dengue. Do you know? One more question I will ask and end this class. Whenever this dengue is to be happen, we must increase our blood platelets as easily as possible. So the last one, before conclude my class, one question is asked: which was the film director dead by, or whose death was taken due to the dengue disease? So can you answer this question? Then we will meet further. Thank you very much. This was the science class, and I am Gautam sir. Please do subscribe and like for that, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.